braking. Here comes some of that speed I was telling you about. You don't want to connect with that tree. Ah, I've overdone it. It's almost like I was waiting for it. If you're not careful, the bike can run away with you very quickly.
Oh, what is the tactic here? Dude, you just rolled the tire.
J-Dogg and Sulli reporting from the trail, from the top of... There's a bird flying.
There's a big bird.
That's quite majestic. From the top of the Imbuko climb. Third climb of the Imbuko Big 5 mountain bike challenge, coming on the 19th of Feb. If you want more info on the event or want to get yourself an entry, hit the link down below. We are rather tired, despite being on big burly e-bikes.
It's hot out here, and jeez, that was a long one, eh?
Yeah, but you'll be fine. Don't worry. Don't worry about it all.
All for the trails, eh?
33 kilometers into the route, you're going to hit your third water point. No, I lie, your second water point. And from there, you've got roughly 10 kilometers of ascending all the way to the top where we are here in the forest. Hopefully you'll have a bit of shade. There is a brief descent down the full Monty 3 section of trail and a small single track climb out of there up the Angel Tears. But really the crux of this ascent, you could say it's after Huez switchbacks.
Yeah, I think you can find a nice rhythm there. 28 switchbacks to get around, a couple of routes to get over, but I would say save a bit there because it gets pretty rough and rowdy up top here.
Yeah, indeed, it's definitely technical climbing as much as you are on these forestry roads. A lot of loose rock, a lot of big ruts, so you want to keep your wits about you, be looking ahead, picking the smoothest line you can find and just digging deep. It's this race is meant to be testing, it's meant to push you to the limit of what you can do on a marathon ride. 75 kilometers with 3,020 meters of elevation gain should indicate that.
And I think this is the one that will break you mentally if you're going to crack, because you now the legs are starting to hurt because you're getting into the latter parts of your race and you can't see the top of this climb. You're constantly searching, hoping it flattens out a bit, kicks up again. So if you can push through here, some beautiful single track awaits.
Indeed. And that is what we are going to hit now. It is the full Monty 1 and 2 trails, renowned for being just incredibly well built, flowing, lots of routes, nice, not the typical riding you actually get in the Western Cape. Being
beautiful
in the forest. That's stunning.
Can't wait.
And then you've got, from the top where we are now, about 8 kilometers or so descending to the next water point with a few little climbs in there. We're mostly going to focus on this first section of single track though. Join us for the ride. You! I've got less than a few PSI in my rear tyre, so going to be keeping it quite tame. And it's your first hairpin bit onto the trail. Oh, loose. And here we go. Oh, I'm scared. Oh, there's a corner. Sulli. There's sticks and pine cones flying out the back. The trail builders that we saw on the Seven Peaks climb have yet to make their way here, but this is on their hit list. You'll be glad to know. Oh my word! This is terrifying. Oh. Nice in the shadows of the trees. Oh, shadows just mean you can't see too much of the technical stuff you'll be riding. I think the winter rains have had a thing or two to say about the debris on the trail. Follow the flow. That's the tree. Good save, Sulli. I think we can safely assume they'll move the tree out the way for the riders.
Will you build the trail around it?
Or a sender.
Yeah.
Big kicker off the tree.
We'll put in a good word for you all.
Yeah. You can vote in the comments below. What do you want done to the tree? We can't promise the end result will have anything to do with your votes, but it could be fun. North Shore.
Whoa! Threading the needle through these rocks and roots. Oh. Oh my word, the exposure. There are very large branches being disintegrated underneath our tires. I think I've dropped a chain. Ooh, careful, careful. Something, oh no, it's a big stick in my drive train. Dropping onto the first road crossing here. Wait for me, Sully. It's a bit of concrete to help you slow down because you could come in very hot there. Next section is quite steep and technical from what I remember. Similar to Cool Runnings, if you're not careful, the bike can run away with you very quickly. That was good. Now it's all about keeping the flow, picking nice smooth lines, setting up wide for the corners, hanging on for dear life, all those good things. Ooh. Braking, braking, braking. Woo! Just try not to roll the front wheel on the pine cones. Woo! Back wheel cutting loose. Oh, this is phenomenal. Nice bit of time to rest on the lower stretches here. It's not so physical, you're not having to do too much work directing the bike. Just make sure you slow down appropriately for the corners. That's quite naughty. I think it's safe to say conserving energy wherever possible is going to be immeasurably valuable on this route. You've got such physical climbing and some very intense descending in a lot of regions. If you can conserve your energy, there's no chance that you won't need it later. Here comes some of that speed I was telling you about. You don't want to connect with that tree. Ah, I've overdone it. From here the trail hits into a bit of a contour and a climb, and then from there you're mostly going to be descending. A bit of single track, a bit of open forestry road across the Cliff Pass and down to your third water point before hitting the Kroonberg climb. Excuse my out of breathness. The Valdusharon Tech Zone, and then the final Kloof climb back home to Imbuko. Thanks for joining us. That is full Monty 1 and 2. Worth your attention. But don't get too relaxed after that. There's more action to come. We'll see you at the races, 19th of Feb. Cheers.